Bonus measurement video. We're going to look at reading calipers. So part of your lab activity is going to have you measuring objects with calipers. What do we use calipers for? Well, getting linear measurements on round objects can sometimes be hard. Calipers are really handy for doing things like that. So measuring diameters of spheres, cylinders, internal diameter of pipe. It's hard to get a ruler exactly on the diameter of a rounded object, so we often use calipers. So we have a picture of calipers up here. You're going to put the object in between these kind of pinchers. If you're doing like an internal diameter of a pipe, you're going to insert these two prongs up here at the top, and you're going to extend the calipers until they hit the edge of the pipe. You're going to be looking at the diameter of a sphere, and so we're going to talk about how to do that. There are two scales on a set of calipers. One is a fixed scale called the main scale. That's on this main piece of the calipers here. And there's a little roller here that is going to slide this pincher right and left, and on that pincher is what we call the Vernier scale. Here is a blown up picture of that, and we're going to talk about how you would go about reading these calipers. So our calipers are set up in centimeters, and what you're going to do is you're going to use the 0 marker there as a you're going to use that 0 marker as a pointer. And so we want to record everything we can up to that mark, and then we're going to use the Vernier scale to get our last set of numbers. So we know that we are at least 3 centimeters. So I have my first digit there, and then we'll read 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. And so that will give me my last digit. Then you're going to compare these two scales, the top and the bottom one, and find the first set of lines that overlap. So notice this one's offset, getting closer, and then we have a set of lines that exactly overlaps top and bottom here. So we're going to read that as 0, 1, 2, 3. It's the fourth line, and so our next digit is a 4. If you read over here to the next line after you find the first one that lines up, if this also lines up, then it means we're halfway in between two marks, and my last digit would be a 5. It doesn't line up, so my last digit is going to be a 0. So with these calipers, your last digit's always going to be a 0 or a 5. Are you halfway between two of the smallest marks, or are you exactly on? So that's as precise as these can get, which gives you an extra digit over a standard ruler. A standard centimeter ruler is going to give you 2 decimal places, and the calipers here give us 3 decimal places. That's 4 significant figures, and my estimated digit is that 0 in the thousandths place, and that's how you read calipers. Don't forget your units. Now, here's another caliper measurement for you to read. So you might pause the video, and you might take a stab at recording that measurement. Okay, hopefully you paused it. Hopefully you wrote something down. Again, we're going to use the first line on the Vernier scale as our pointer. We know we've gone past the 2, so that'll be my first digit. We have not made it all the way to 2.1, so I'm at 2.0. And then I'm going to find my overlap. So here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is still a little off maybe. So maybe we're going to say 7 is my overlapped line, and so my next digit's going to be 7. And if we look over here at this next line, it's almost like these two look the same. So we're halfway in between that 0.07 and the 0.08. So we're going to call that 2.075. Don't forget your units. And there you have a caliper reading, and that is how you read calipers.